In the 1950s, when Nelson Mandela moved from rural Transkei to Johannesburg, and when Robert Mugabe moved from rural Zimba to Harare, they became part of the 27 million citizens of Africa at that time who resided in urban Africa. A little over 50 years later, Africa is estimated to have 576 million of its citizens today in urban Africa. Projections being by the year 2050, it will be 2/3 of us in urban communities, me and my son included. This is great news for us, but much more importantly, this is the presentation of a greater challenge and a war. Are we ready today? Are we going to be ready then? Is our housing infrastructure enough today? Will it be enough then? Kinshasa, for instance, still has a shortage, with a situation where 77% of the 15.6 million residents of Kinshasa living in slums or undeveloped or unplanned accommodation. Is our transport and road network going to be enough as Africa, as urban Africa? Dar es Salaam, for instance, still experiences more than 2 hours of congestion at any given day within its road networks. Is water going to be enough? Harare today, where I'm taking this video from, still has no capacity to deliver more than 1 hour of running tap water to its citizens today. Is 24 hours of running water going to be possible then? Are we going to win these wars? Are you going to win that war as a young policymaker, as a young thinker, and as a young urban African? My name is Ralph Nyeshamone, and I'm an African from Zimbabwe. And I believe that cities can be won. I believe that as a generation, we can be able to win the wars that are coming ahead of us as cities and as urban communities. But how do we do that? I believe that significantly we need to be able to collect as a generation 3 critical wins. Number 1, we must be able to win leadership. Everything rises and falls on leadership. Number 2, we must be able to win ideas. Ideas are the core recipe for the transformation of any people and of mankind. Number 3, we must be able to win inclusive development. If we do not come together, if we do not find that which brings us together, we will not be able to work together. And without work, we will not be able to deliver the Africa that we want. The Africa that sees Kinshasa transform from a situation of better accommodation into having infrastructure, housing infrastructure of the future, smarter. But for the purpose of our presentation today, I shall focus mainly on on the second win, which is winning ideas. I believe that in the next couple of years, African communities and African urban centers must invest thoroughly in think hubs. They must invest thoroughly in thinking and in bringing ideas together. We must be able to rethink how we are going to be able to solve the problems of water in a place like Harare, for instance, that has half of its households now no longer having running water pipes. How are we going to be able to address that situation? We cannot be able to solve those problems at the same level that they were created at. The same levels of bad planning, same levels of limited thinking. But how do we do that if we do not have deliberate thinking infrastructure, deliberate thinking instruments, deliberate thinking hubs, bringing young African ideas together to replan, reorganize, and rethink the future of urban Africa in the way that